Do you ever feel like you're drowning in information? You've got 20 browser tabs open, 3 PDFs you meant to read, your own scattered notes in a Google Doc, and you're trying to connect an idea from this article with a statistic from that report. It's information overload, and frankly, it's exhausting. We spend hours finding all this great material, but the hardest part is actually using it, synthesizing it, finding the connections, and turning it into something new. What if you could change that? What if you could have a personal AI research assistant that has read all of your material, remembers it perfectly, and is ready to answer any question you have about it? Well, that's exactly what Google's Notebook LM promises to do. And to see if it's just hype or if it's genuinely the game changer for students, researchers, creators, and professionals that it claims to be. Stick around because you're going to want to see this. Alright, first things first. You might be thinking, another AI chatbot? I've already got Gemini or ChatGPT, and that's a fair question. But Notebook LM is a completely different beast. A general purpose chatbot has been trained on a massive chunk of the public internet. It's great for creative writing or answering general knowledge questions, but it doesn't know about your specific project, your class notes, or that confidential report from work. And sometimes it can, let's say, hallucinate or make things up. Notebook LM is different because it's grounded in the sources you provide. You give it a specific set of documents and it promises to only use that information to answer your questions. It's like handing a brilliant, lightning fast research assistant a specific stack of books and saying, your entire world is now these documents. Tell me everything about them. This grounding is its superpower. It leads to more accurate, relevant answers. And this is the killer feature. It provides citations pointing you to the exact passage in your source material where it found the information. No more guessing if the AI is making things up. Okay, let's get our hands dirty. This is the main interface. It's clean and simple. On the left, you have your sources, and on the right, you have your noteboard. In the middle is the chat. Everything starts with your sources. Let's build a knowledge base for a fictional project about AI computer vision stream. Our project Computer Vision. You just click the plus button. You've got plenty of options. I'm going to upload a PDF of a computer vision ebooks PDF. It's already generated a summary of the document, so I know what's in it at a glance. Now, let's add some meeting notes from a Google Doc. And finally, I'll add a URL to a Wikipedia page about the computer vision. And just like that, in under a minute, I've created a curated knowledge base. Notebook LM has now read and indexed all three of these sources. The current limit is 20 sources per notebook, which is a pretty generous amount for a focused project. Now for the magic. Let's start asking questions. I'll start simple. The AI scans only the documents I provided and generates a concise summary. But here's the most important part. Do you see these little blue numbers? His is everything. That one is a citation. When I click it, it takes me to the exact sentence in the original document where it got the information. This is how you build trust. It's verifiable. Let's try a more complex query that requires multiple sources. Wow. It just synthesized information from a formal academic paper and my informal meeting notes. to propose project goals. This is where you start to save hours of work. So you're getting all these great insights from the AI, but where do you put them? That's the noteboard on the right. See this little pin icon? When you find a gem, you pin it. You can pin direct quotes from your sources. You can pin the AI's answers, or you can just write your own notes. You can drag and drop to reorder them, add headings. Basically, you're building your outline, your draft, or your study guide right here, pulling the best bits from your research. One more cool thing, notice that after I uploaded my sources, Notebook LM automatically gave me some suggested questions. Create a FAQ, create a study guide. This is the tool being proactive, helping you find avenues you might not have thought of. This is amazing for students or anyone trying to get up to speed on a dense topic. Okay, the features are cool, but how would you actually use this in the real world? I've set up three common scenarios. Notebook LM has a cool feature called Video Overview. It can turn your documents into quick summary videos. You can even customize what the video focuses on. There's also Audio Overview, which gives you an audio summary, and you can choose whether you want it short and snappy or a little longer. Use case 1, the student. You're a student writing an essay on the economic impact of the Silk Road. You've got 150 pages of dense academic reading. Instead of highlighting and taking manual notes, you can just ask questions. Boom! A task that could take an hour of flipping between papers is done in 15 seconds. Now let's get specific data for my essay. You can see how you could build an entire essay outline on the noteboard, pulling direct quotes and synthesized ideas, all with perfect citations ready to go. This doesn't write the essay for you, but it supercharges your research process. Use case 2, the content creator. Now let's say you're like me, a content creator. I'm planning a video on the science of sleep. I've saved some articles and dumped my own brainstorm notes into a text file. This is a fantastic starting point. It's organized my messy notes and the articles into a coherent narrative. Now I can ask it to flesh out a section. I can now pin these elements to my noteboard and start writing my full script. It's like having a writing partner to bounce ideas off of. Use case 3, the professional. Finally, the professional use case. You have to prepare for a big meeting. You have a dense sales report, analytics data, and a long meeting transcript you don't have time to reread. Instantly useful. Now for the deep analysis. This is the kind of high level synthesis that can take hours of manual work done in seconds. You can walk into that meeting incredibly well prepared. Tips, tricks, and limitations. First, garbage in, garbage out. Notebook LM is only as good as the sources you give it. High quality, relevant sources will give you high quality answers. Second, be a good conversationalist. The more specific your questions, the better your answers. Instead of tell me about this, ask what was the main argument or compare these two perspectives. Third, use the select sources feature. If you have 20 sources but only want to ask a question about two of them, you can select just those two to focus the AI's attention. And it's also important to talk about the limitations. This is not magic. It can't access the live internet. It only knows what you've given it. It's still an AI. For highly nuanced or critical interpretations, you should always go back to the source text, which Notebook LM makes incredibly easy to do with citations, and use your own judgment. And finally, it's currently free, but it's still an experimental product from Google Labs, so features might change. So, after the deep dive, is Notebook LM a game changer? For me, the answer is a resounding yes. It fundamentally changes your relationship with your documents. Instead of just being static pages, they become an active conversational knowledge base you can interact with. It reduces the friction between finding information and actually using it. Whether you're a student trying to conquer a mountain of reading, a creator looking for that golden nugget of information, or a professional needing to be the most prepared person in the room, this is a tool you should absolutely have in your arsenal. I want to know what you think. What's the first project you would use Notebook LM for? Drop your ideas in the comments below. I'd love to read them. If you found this video helpful, do me a favor and hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And be sure to subscribe for more deep dives into the tech that is shaping our world. The link to try Notebook LM for yourself is in the description. Go give it a shot. Thanks for watching. Stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.